The level of hypocrisy in the Labour Party continues to reach new heights on a daily basis. And the latest revelation today, I know they don't stop and it's just hard to keep up. First we had all the Lord Ali stuff and now all of this, just unbelievable. But today we have found out that Liz Kendall, that's right, that is your Secretary of State for the Department for Work and Pensions, i.e. the one essentially in charge, in part with Rachel Reeves, for cutting the winter fuel allowance. She lives in a 4 million Notting Hill home with her husband, yet she has her fuel bill paid by you, the taxpayer. That's right, Labour, they've really got their priorities straight. Ministers who live in a £4 million Notting Hill home. She's married to an Etonian investment banker bloke. The two of them are on a combined salary of $750k a year. Oh, the poor sods, they're not rich enough to pay their own heating bill. The taxpayer, you will have to pay. That money should be going to a pensioner that is now going to have to freeze this winter. I mean, the hypocrisy is genuinely off the scale. So let's have a look at what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. So the cabinet minister who axed pensioners as winter fuel payments has her own £350 a month energy bills paid by the taxpayer while she is living in a £4 million London mansion. She has been branded a hypocrite, quite bloody rightly, for removing the payment from 10 million pensioners while her bills at her second home are being met from the public purse. You, the taxpayer, are paying for her energy bill when she doesn't even need it. Now, you might say, oh, it's a tiny bit of money just for this one cabinet minister. It's the hypocrisy. I don't care about the figure. It is the absolute hypocrisy of it, which is just unbelievable. If you're going to say pensioners who earn over, I think it's 11 grand a year, apparently that's a huge salary. Pensioners earning over around 11 grand a year, you've got loads of cash. You can pay for your own heating bills. All this nonsense you're telling us about having to choose between heating and eating, you're just being snowflakes. Of course you can take care of yourselves. That's what the Labour Party have essentially said. When actually the reports basically show that a lot of people are going to very sadly die of cold because of this policy. So they're saying that. They're saying, yeah, if you're earning over 11 grand as a pensioner, you can pay your own energy bill, whilst at the same time, the woman making the decisions, she's quite happy to have her energy bill paid for by the taxpayer. I think it's absolutely disgusting, and the other big politicians think that is the case as well. So we had Nigel Farage say the hypocrisy of the Labour government knows no bounds. I will not be claiming a penny in expenses for my heating. Good on Nigel. Tory MP David Simmons said this revelation will be a kick in the teeth for the 10 million pensioners choosing between heating and eating this Christmas because of Labour and Liz Kendall's political choice to cut the winter fuel payment. While Liz Kendall is living a life of luxury, the country is facing real life consequences of Labour's ill-thought-out decisions. In 4 short months, this Labour government have made it clear they do not have the British people's best interests at heart. I couldn't agree with those comments anymore. I mean, it is so clear that Labour, they do not care about this country's interests. They care about their own. They care about getting all their free shit. They just can't get enough of it. They had the whole scandal with Lord Ali and all the rest of it, despite them, railing against Tories doing the same kind of thing in the past. They absolutely love it. They don't care about the Brits. They do not care about the pensioners because they think, oh, pensioners don't vote for Labour. Doesn't matter if we just throw them under the bus. And then they did the same with farmers. They're completely destroying British farming, but they think, farmers, they don't vote Labour. Don't worry with them. We can cut them. We can just let Bill Gates and BlackRock run the show, take over our farms. Yeah, no problem at all. They do not care about you. And it is so frustrating for the people who were fed up of the Tories for all of these years saying, I'm fed up of the Tory sleaze. I'm fed up of these people not prioritising us, not doing a good job for us. These Labour lot, they say that they are so genuine and, they're the working class lot, not interested in freebies and getting rich and their own interests. They just want to do a good job for working class people. They are The poor man's politician, they'll look after the poor pensioners. I mean, they slammed the Tories for the, and there was some talk of them cutting winter fuel payments. They were like, oh my gosh, you're going to allow poor pensioners to freeze. How could you do that? They come in and they've just done it themselves. They do not care. And that is just such a slap in the face. For the people, I know Labour didn't get a huge share of the vote, but there are plenty of people who gave Labour their vote this election who would not normally do so. They gave them a chance because Labour really made an effort to show we are the party of change. We are going to do something about all this incompetent governance and people not being looked after by the government. They've come in and they've shown that they are just the same as the rest of them. It's absolutely pathetic, and I feel like this, especially after all the Rachel Reeves lies on her CV and everything else, this is just, it's a cherry on top. It's absolutely disgusting to see. So I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the Reason channel. I'll see you in the next one.
My friends, if you're still watching, thank you very much, and I've got a request for you. Thanks to viewers like you, Reason UK, we're on a roll. We're standing up to the woke brigade and championing British pride, especially for the next generation. We're one of the only voices out there that are actually targeting young Brits, seeking to wake them up from this lefty fog and reminding them of what it means to be British. And here's the deal. I want us to go further than that. I want to see Reason take on the mainstream left-wing media, a dominant culture here in Britain. We're aiming to expand with more presenters, with hard-hitting documentaries, with live events, with crash courses, the lot. But for that, we need you. We're picking one day to fundraise for this next level project, and that's where you at home come in. We're asking if you'd sign up to share our fundraiser link with your friends and networks on the big day itself. It's a small ask with the potential for a massive impact. Plus, the top fundraisers, you'll bag yourself exclusive goodies and a chance to meet some very special guests, VIPs. More importantly, you'll be standing with us, rallying young Brits to the values that make this country great, as much as the left try and destroy it. So if you're in, click the Google form in the description below, drop in your details, and I'll be in touch. Cheers very much. Let's make it happen together.